When I see you in front of a group that has lived through stuff that you lived through, you tell stories I can't tell.
Yeah.
You give them hope where there is hopelessness for some of them. And they're on the passive side of hope, where they're just hoping that it gets better, but they have no action plan for that.
Right.
And I know you really paint a nice picture of like, hey, here's how to create an action plan. What's your sort of formula for somebody out there that might be, they're that 8th grader, that's followed you around maybe. They're that person that's really struggling with being out of control of their life, but as they get older, what would you say are some of your keys to help move people forward?
Well, the first one is hope. I mean, it would be crazy not to start there. And what I mean by that is in this idea of, sort of awakening, there's some idea that hope doesn't allow you to be present in where you are because you're hoping for something that you don't have. Mm-hmm. But science tells us that, it's like there's something that we want to drive us, and human nature is like we're always trying to achieve something. And so it's to have this idea of what hope is, but not have it be this just like what you would call passive thing, or this feeling or an emotion. We were talking earlier, when I first started this, I would talk about that, just don't lose hope, just don't lose hope. But you realize that feeling or an emotion of hope, if nothing is changing, it's going to wane, and then you become apathetic, and then you become hopeless, and then life becomes very dangerous. So we want to get to the idea that hope is a verb, that there's action that's behind it, which means there's something that you hope for, but most importantly, you got to figure out how to get it. The crux of it is do you have the courage to actually make it happen?